Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Lunatic, and what I got for you guys today is a 120 kill game on the map Plaza using the PDW. I'll also pick up the nuclear gun streak medal in this game as well. I think it's a 36 or 37 gun streak, so hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I'm running the PDW with silencer and fast mags, hardline and ghost, scavenger, and engineer. That's pretty much all you guys need to know about the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy it. But this is my next episode in my basic training series, and in the previous episode I did mention this. There's a room in the barracks that we all go to. It's a room that we have formation in. You have a couple formations a day in it, and the final roll call, it's where they hand out mail. And if the drill sergeant needs to talk to you at any time, if he needs to talk to the entire platoon at any time, this is where we usually go. So in this room is basically just a desk, and then the rest of the room is wide open. And we were in formation, and let me explain something real quick. The first few weeks of basic training, nobody talks to anybody. Nobody knows anybody there. You don't want to talk because you can get in trouble, and when you get in trouble, they take you outside and smoke the shit out of you. They make you roll around in the snow, in the dirt, do jumping jacks, run, push-ups, whatever you can think of. You come in, you're tired, you have snow all over you, it's hot inside, so the snow melts, and then your clothes get wet, and then you have to take another shower, you have to do laundry again, and it cuts into your free time, and it's just a pain in the ass, and you don't want to get in trouble. So nobody talks to anybody when they're not supposed to. And when you're standing in formation, you're standing at the position of attention, hands next to your side, eyes straight forward, your mouth shut, you don't say anything. And like I said, you just don't want to get in trouble. So the drill sergeant walked out the room, and his little office is right next to this room, right across the hall. So when you're standing in there, nobody even talks, even if the drill sergeant isn't in the room. So I'm standing there, and it's like 4 or 5 days, maybe even a whole week into the basic training, and this dude taps on my shoulder and it's like, hey man, hey. And I'm like, you know, trying to whisper out the corner of my mouth like, shut the fuck up, man, I don't want to get in fucking trouble, like, leave me alone. He's like, hey man, hey. And I turned around, and I was about to like get in a fight with this dude and like punch him in the face and tell him to shut the hell up. And I turn around, and it's my friend from my little small town in Andrews, South Carolina. One of my friends from high school I used to play basketball with. And I was like, oh shit, what's up, Jay? What's up, man? What are you doing here? And it was like the drill sergeant walked in right at that moment, and I was like, oh yeah, you guys want to talk? Let's go outside and talk. See how much talking you're doing then. So the drill sergeant took both of us outside for like an hour and a half and smoked the shit out of both of us. We're sitting there doing push-ups, rolling around in the snow, come back in, like I said, all wet or all snowy, and then, you know, the snow melts and then it gets wet, so I ended up having to do laundry and take another shower that night. Didn't get to sleep till like 11 o'clock, but it was well worth it because I got a good story out of it. And, you know, come to find out, one of my buddies was actually in basic training with me. Now, if you think about it, what are the chances of that? The town I live in, and this is where I'm at right now, where I went to high school, my graduating class had 98 people. A little small town, little 2 stoplight town. We got 1 McDonald's, 1 grocery store, 1 gas station. It's one of those little redneck hick towns in the middle of South Carolina, in the middle of nowhere, out in the boonies. And like I said, I had 98 people in my graduating class, and 2 of us ended up in the same platoon, in the same company, on the same base, in the same army for basic training. Now the odds of that happening, I don't even know what the odds of that happening are, but pretty freaking ridiculous, right? You think about it, our platoon had 40 people. Our company had 4 platoons, so that's 120 people, if I did the math right. And then that, you know, there's thousands and thousands of people going to basic training all over the United States, and we just happen to end up in the same platoon standing right next to each other. So pretty crazy odds of that actually even happening. But, you know, come to find out, he was there. He wasn't in the army. He was in the National Guard. But he still has to go to basic training, and he actually went for like a, not nursing, whatever the, like he was in the medical field and I was in the intel field, but we still went to the same basic training. And he went to Afghanistan or Iraq. No, he went to Iraq right after basic training, right after he finished his schooling, and I went off to Hawaii to party with girls and stuff. I finally caught up with him. I think it was even after I left Hawaii. I was in North Carolina and he got out. He was back in South Carolina, and we still talk about that till this day, you know, like, you know, playing basketball in high school and then disappearing, everybody graduated, and then running into each other again in some random room in basic training for the Army. But we ended up, you know, hanging out afterward a little bit because we had 2 weeks after basic training before we left and went to our other bases. But anyway, little crazy story for you guys. I mean, just mind-boggling the odds of that happening were. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this commentary, this gameplay. It's about to wrap up. I go ham right here at the end. I wish this game would have lasted just a little bit longer so I could have called in this swarm and this next set of streaks. But anyway, what can you do? Drop a like, leave a comment, you know, maybe tell me a funny story or something like that. But anyway, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. 120 kills with 3 deaths on the map Plaza, aka Club Lunatic. And I'm out. Peace.